Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Hey, I found myself outside here, and what's going on is I just bought a new cell phone to replace my old one because the battery just wouldn't hold a charge anymore. And well, frankly, that's unacceptable. It just doesn't work. So it's track phone. I use track phone because it's cheap, you know, it's like 60 bucks a year, and I can make a phone call when I need to. And the only problem is I can't get a cell phone service at the house, so it doesn't do me any good there, but it does me good at work or when I'm out on the road or whatever. So here's my new one. I don't have my old one, but I've got Pat's old one, and they're real similar. They're almost exactly the same, but I had to come up here on top of the hilltop where I could get a signal to make sure it's been activated, and they did. They got it switched over, so my old phone number's still my phone number, and they transferred my minutes over and everything. But I just thought that while I'm up here on top of the hill, I'd bring you guys with me, and we take a little tour down the road there and look off into the valleys and stuff like that. So let's do that. Let's have a look around where we're at. Now, I know you guys were with me that time I came up here on the Springer bike, and I'm just going to kill a couple minutes since I'm already up here. If you look off over there, they've got a huge pond out behind their house. Lake, if you will. I didn't even realize that was there. But just right now. You can see it between the buildings there, maybe. I'm not going to zoom in or anything. We might be able to see it better from over here. Somebody's cutting wood. Got a little path down through the woods there. Pretty house right on the hillside. You can't see that lake from here. There's a berm holding the water back. Nice little bridge overlooking the runoff creek. Another little house out here in the middle of nowheres. Little house on the prairie, if you will. Yeah, this is Mom's van I'm driving. We'll just look out the window. Off over there, there's someone's deer stand. You can kind of make that out. They're out looking over that field. Get a better shot of it. It looked like it was in a tree, but it stands alone. Like shooting ducks in a barrel in that little field. There's another one right here. Oh. What was that? There's another one right there. They can look off down in the woods. You see that? I haven't seen the eagles lately, but I've been seeing what either looks like vultures, I've seen what looks like hawks, or falcons, or owls. I'm not sure what they are flying around, but I haven't seen the bald eagles lately. I thought maybe what I was seeing was some young eagles that haven't got their full colors yet. I don't know if it works like that, but I was thinking maybe. Coming up on a cattle farmer's place. See the cattle. It's just such a pretty country. You can see off in the distance the valleys and the rolling hills. If I remember right, the last time I was up here, it looked like there were pig farmers because they had a bunch of pig houses, which they might be up here yet. I might just have not got that far yet. Here's a good view across the valley. Well, it would have been if I hadn't went so far. The tree's gonna be right in my way. Yeah. See if we can find a better view. Look at this cow. He's like, what are you doing? Look at him. Looking at him. He's like, what? What are you doing? What are you doing here? You don't belong here. Easy, mister. I'm just passing through. Some baby calves. See, look. See a big old red-tailed squirrel. And I see geese down here. Oh, look. What the heck is that? They're playing on those currents right there. I just can't get a zoom in close enough to figure out what they are. Getting out of focus. Anyway, I see those guys around the house here a lot. There's the geese that you're hearing. Yeah, I can't hold still. Anyway, there's a shot down in the valley. Big old pond down there. Some more cows over there. Nice little place down there. Which I don't even know how you get to that place. It seems like it'd be right by the highway, by my house, but then again, there's no road there, so I don't know how you get to that place. Doesn't seem to be any road to it from here either. There's a hog house. When I say hog houses, that's what I'm talking about. There's another one. That's why I thought this guy was a pig farmer. I don't see any pigs anywhere. Maybe that's another thing he does sometimes, but not all the time. None of my business, but just looking around, going for a little ride. Now way down in the distance there, I can see my Cougar and Jay's. Well, it's actually our SUV that Jay drives. He's loaning it to him for now. He intends for, well, he doesn't intend. We intend to give it to him when the tags come due. We'll just transfer it over to his name and let him have it. Because we don't need it. We got too many cars to take care of now. Then he can trade it for whatever he wants, or fix it up, whatever he wants to do with it. We don't care. We've got too many cars as it is now. Basically right now we're giving him an opportunity to try to learn to take care of something for himself. So that's a little trip down the back road. It's trying to sprinkle here a little bit. I had plans of doing some things outdoors today, but like every other day, I get hung up on the phone taking care of Mom and trying to take care of her, and it tends to be a lot of hours on the telephone. And you'd think, why is that? Well, it's because of the doctors and the hospice program, and there's been a lot of things changed here recently with that. As a matter of fact, right now, the reason I'm getting all this time outside is because she's not here. She is actually in a nursing home right now getting a, we had her in an emergency room, trying to care for her. She had dead skin on her backside, and it broke out. And try as we might, we weren't getting it taken care of. We weren't getting it better, so we broke down and we took her to the hospital to get more aggressive care. And well, that in turn got our hospice revoked because you're seeking more aggressive care. Now you're not just laying there waiting for her to die. So they revoked us, and they picked up all their equipment and bugged out, left us high and dry on our own. So then when I tried to get reinstated with home health care, which is what they were suggesting to begin with, it turned out that I had to have a doctor's orders before we could get signed up on that kind of a program. Well, we didn't have those orders. Hospice people kind of tricked me. They kept saying, you need to go to home health care, you need to go to home health care. And they told us that for 2 months before all this happened. And the minute we said, okay, let's do that. Let's go get her some more help and get her fixed up. They said, well, okay, now you're revoked. And for those 2 months that they were pushing that, they never did get their doctor to sign the orders for us to go on home health care. Which, if they had done that, we could have made an easy, smooth transition. And every time I called them on it, they said, well, there's nothing we can do for you now. Here's some phone numbers you can call. I'm like, are you kidding me? You just pulled the rug out from under us like that and left us here to hang high and dry by ourselves? You heartless people. Oh, I was so angry. And anyway, yeah, the whole thing was just a nightmare. So anyway, now she's been to the hospital for 4 days. They did what they could. They've got her, now we've got her in the local nursing home up there and letting their doctor see her while her Medicare pays for that. And we have her a doctor's appointment, and then she can actually obtain her own private physical or private care physician, in which case he can write the orders for her to be back on hospice or back on home health care, whichever he deems would be most beneficial to us in our situation at that time. But that's going to be over a month away. So even though it seems like I'm getting some time off, I'm really not, because I spent literally more than 8 hours on the telephone last Friday making phone calls, trying to find a doctor that was willing to see her and help us get these orders that we needed. And the whole thing has just been a complete freaking nightmare. I've been lied to. I feel like I was tricked, manipulated, cheated, and used and abused, violated. I can't, the list goes on as the way I was feeling about all this. And needless to say, I'm very unhappy with that organization for doing us that way and for them letting that happen. And I even asked him, I said, well, now that I don't have a doctor, can't your doctor go ahead and sign those orders? Nope, not now. You're not under our care. We can't legally do anything. Wow. Can you believe that? So, I'm learning as I go, and it's a hard road to pull, man, I'll tell you what. It's been completely stressful. But we're tough here at Tough Dog's Place, and we are gonna get through it. Man, I've been wanting to tell you guys about all this, but at the same time I didn't want to bring you down, because it is kind of a bummer. And I'm not even certain that I'm going to put all this information in the video. I might just let you see the landscape up there, and hope you enjoyed that. So, it's been a long little video. I got my phone working, and the whole phone thing is for her right now, because she doesn't have a phone in her room where she's staying. She's relying on my cell phone, which the battery won't stay charged, so she has to turn it off when she's not using it, which means no one can call her. And it's like, really? So I got a new phone. Just need to charge it up the rest of the way and take it to her, and then she can leave it turned on, and I can call her. My sister can call her, and you know, and she can reach out to anybody she needs to reach out to. I tried to get them to add the minutes off our other cell phone, the one we call Pat's, because it has tons of minutes on it, and it's got the same problem. The battery won't stay charged. Pat never uses it, but they told me after I got this one all set up that they couldn't do that one because then I would have to get a new SIM card. And I thought, all right, we'll just go with this for right now for a little bit, and then give it a week and I'll call back and see if we can do that then. But the thing is, it's requiring more minutes within the next 2 days, or they're going to turn off that service, and we're going to lose 1,500 minutes that we've paid for. So it's in my best interest to go ahead. Thankfully, when I bought this phone, I bought another activation card for another 60 minutes, which they double that up and makes it 120. So I can put that on Pat's phone. And that's why it has so many minutes on it, because I have to do that every 90 days. But yet Pat never uses her phone. And so they just keep adding up. I swear there's like 1,500 minutes on there, you know. And they need to just get transferred over to my phone. And yeah. So anyway, I'm just rambling. It's a big long video about a bunch of hooey. But I hope you enjoyed the countryside and the birds and the geese and all the stuff. And it's getting ready to start raining here. I can tell by looking around. So I'm going to pack it in here and shut this off and dash for the house so I don't get all my gear wet. So you all stay good. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you around in the next one. Okay? Thanks, guys. Appreciate you all. Cheers.